just like Punk Ass Gaming. It's Monday, and you're listening to the Deos Man Cave, the show where we talk about Deos, men, caves, and gaming, but mostly caves. I am your host, Brad Vidrios, and the producer on the Wheel of Steel is...
I'm Jake. How's it going? What's up, guys?
And I'm Nick. Did you just say men caves?
I said man. Well, this is Deos Man Cave, the show where we talk about Deos, men, caves, and gaming.
Oh, okay.
But mostly
needed more.
caves.
Okay, David's here with us, too.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, yep.
What's up, David?
I'm doing much texting, talking to you guys.
Texting
Gaming.
is like a no-no on the show.
Is it?
Yeah. We want you to be
So-
engaged.
So
Fire me.
continue texting.
Yeah.
So continue texting. Actually, I'm going to set a clock so I can stare at it the whole time as we record the show.
That's a great idea.
Sounds good.
All right. So, yeah, this is welcome to another Monday, another week in January where absolutely nothing happens. Good thing this week a lot more happened than last week, and by that we mean like maybe 3 things actually happened this week. So,
Pretty impressive.
let's go ahead and get started. Before we get into news, I want to know what everyone's been playing. And I'm not going to start this because I haven't been playing anything. So, who wants to?
Congratulations.
David, what you been playing?
I've been playing Trine 2. I've been playing that for a little bit with my roommate, and that's a pretty fun 2D platforming puzzle game.
Trine's pretty solid.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never played the first. I mean, I never played the second, but I played the first.
I never played the first, but I'm playing the second one. And it's definitely doing good.
Yeah,
And-
all co-op is the way to play that game.
Oh yeah, otherwise it just sucks. It's not as fun.
It's
It's more fun when you can throw boxes on top of your allies and just make them screw up.
So they're throwing boxes on top of boxes.
And it fits
That's
in your
you
hand.
do that a lot. You throw a lot of boxes in that game.
Oh yeah.
You throw a lot of boxes.
What else have I been playing? Not much, really.
You-
And I can't really think about it. I can't think of it. But I've been playing something else.
I can't think about it.
I can't think
It
of
was-
my
The
Vietnam.
video game was so good that it literally
I'm so
just left my
stuck
brain.
in my trauma, my head.
Can't talk about it. Maybe one day when this great nation's ready. Day of
One
the truth.
day I'll be able to talk about my video games.
My video game.
One
In
day
2012, in the
in the future.
Nick was there, and we were stuck on the other side of the enemy lines. In the 2013, in the PS4, and the
Society
Shut up,
will not
David.
accept us.
all right, yeah, that's all you've played is Trine 2.
That's for the most part, yeah.
That is like 7 more games than I've
I mean,
played.
I can barely remember. I can barely remember what I did yesterday, so I don't know what games I've been playing.
I can barely remember whatever I do.
Fantastic.
Is that the side effect of gaming?
Yeah.
No,
Nick, what you been playing?
I haven't been playing much either, actually. I've been playing, Last of Us. Got a little farther in that.
that is something we all have actually been playing. We've
Yeah.
all been playing The Last of Us multiplayer, but he's talking about his
Mostly.
Survivor run on
Yeah.
single player.
Doing it on the hardest difficulty. And then...
Again.
And then recently, I started playing Smite.
That fucking game,
MOBA.
the MOBA Smite, the
Third-person
free-to-play friendly MOBA,
It is friendly.
Smite.
Way friendlier than League of Legends.
or Dota.
Or Dota. I've never played Dota, though.
That's all I think of when
I
I
think
hear
that's
Dota.
it, though.
Vi sitter alle venten och spelar i det Dota. We just offended so many people with that. It was probably
I probably
it was
cursed
probably
people
like
out.
suck my dick in like Italian or something.
Numa.
in Italian.
Hey.
99 red balloons.
That's in that song's also in English.
I know it's also in English,
But
but isn't the Dota song in English?
No.
No,
yeah,
I
there
swear
is.
I
There
swear
is
they
an
made
English
something
version,
like that.
and it's not about Dota.
What?
Yeah, I'll see if I can pull
That's
it up.
fucked up. How do you make it? That song got famous because it was about Dota. No, he's like, isn't he like Swedish or something? Based on
I
it?
don't know what it was.
He was just here too.
Was he?
He played with someone here recently.
I don't pay attention to that kind of scene.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not since I was 14.
Not since the accident. All right.
Yeah.
So that's
This
pretty much it for me.
Says English? I don't believe it is.
You do that in your own corner. I'll talk about the games I played this week.
Go for it, Brad.
I played NHL 14 this week, and that was the only game I've really played.
Is that the newest one?
Yes. No.
No.
No, it's not the newest one. NHL 14, totally not the newest NHL.
I don't know. They just came
Despite
out with.
it being January of 2014.
I don't know. They just came out with that NFL 20 or
25?
25, yeah.
Is this the 25th Madden game?
No, because it's the 25th anniversary of Madden. It's not the 25th Madden game.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Dude.
They release a game every year.
Dude. You know what? I think you
There's
should
no
just
way.
take some time and reflect upon what has been said. And truly you shall grow and learn.
Thanks, Sensei.
Sure thing. Just take some time over there.
All right.
This is not English.
No, it's not.
This is the OG.
I can't hear it right now.
Visita alle venten, explain dota. I probably still am saying something wrong. Dude, all of a sudden, all the listeners just fell right off the show.
What
They're
listeners?
like, oh, fuck that song.
What listeners?
Yeah, what? You're right.
Anyway,
If
Brad.
if there's someone listening to us, they have to really like us. I have been playing NHL 14. What else did I play?
My mom's listening.
I tried
oh,
playing.
that's cute.
Well, I did play some more Battlefield 4. I just want to keep unlocking stuff and get to rank 25. I might actually get all the collectibles in that game too.
Really?
Yeah,
The
it's not that
story?
hard. The story is not crap once you beat it once and know everything about it. So you can just blast through a level. I beat that game on hard. So
I still haven't. I don't
it's
have like
not
the
a very
patience.
it's not even like a very good game, but once you get through it, you realize that the game can be finished in like 4 hours if you really try hard enough.
Wow.
So it's long at first, but once you finish that game, it's fucking short. So that is all I've been playing. I've actually been reading.
What?
I've been reading.
Did we
I
go
don't
back-
think you understand. I haven't read a book like since my sophomore year of high school.
Did we go back in time when books were cool?
And I'm a sophomore in college.
Remember the Bible? Remember when
Yeah.
that was cool?
Remember when that was written?
Oh, dude, I know, man.
The times.
John, that
John,
motherfucker.
That guy was
He
crazy.
should write, man. Paul,
yeah.
Paul wrote like 13
Romans,
books. Like,
man.
Mr.
Romans.
Mr.
he
Genesis.
wrote that. Paul wrote Romans and Corinthians.
Mr.
Oh.
Genesis himself.
Adam, dude. Adam was a beast.
Adam.
Adam.
Why would Adam
Dude,
have
And that,
Eve,
and
that
bitch,
stupid
that
bitch.
Eve.
Eve.
Oh, God.
my God.
Screw her.
just like most women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. I have been reading This Star Is My Destination, which is a really old. It's not really. It's like 56, but it started like a whole new wave of science. You look it up, kids. It's part of.
It's 56
Literature
years
history.
old.
It was written in 56.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, about.
It's a sweet book. It's really good, and it's only because I recently watched Event Horizon for the first time. None of you have
I don't
ever
know
heard
what
of
that
Event
is.
Horizon. It's a sweet horror film starring like Lawrence Fishburne and a bunch of other British people.
Oh.
And it's kind of like Alien meets The Shining, and it's made in the year 97. And it's like part Shining, part Alien, part really Lovecraftian horror story. And it's pretty good. It's pretty awful, but it's really damn good. It's on Netflix. You should check it out.
All right.
So that's what I've been doing for gaming. I've been reading
And Jake's been playing Dev Tycoon.
Dev Tycoon.
Dev.
Dev Tycoon.
Game dev.
Game Dev Tycoon.
Actually, I haven't played that at all this week.
What?
I gotta get right on my mic to hear me. Yeah, I haven't played it at all. I'm sorry.
No
You
way.
let
You
everyone
actually
down.
didn't play it at all this week?
I didn't. I played it last week. I played it
We know.
the day before. What is this called? Deus Man Cave.
What's
Whatever.
the name of our show?
Whatever the show is I'm producing, I don't remember.
No, I've been playing a lot of The Last of Us and
you.
the multiplayer, and I am on my final week.
Yeah?
Final week, baby.
You
He's
think-
finally. This is the first time
Are
he's
you-
ever been to week 12.
I haven't.
This is
Week
my
12?
Yeah, it's the final
Oh,
week.
okay. Then I've been there.
Week 12,
Are you gonna
babe.
finish it? Like,
Heck
do you feel like you're
yeah.
gonna have enough
Dude.
survivors?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
already
will.
have enough. I completed like the mission that I'm gonna die or whatever.
As long
Okay.
as he keeps his rations stable, he'll be fine.
I've
He's
been
got
doing,
like
I've
a
been
few
doing
more days.
great.
I haven't finished a week in that because I
Not
just
a single week.
I haven't finished a whole session. I haven't had my survivors survive the entire time. I just kind of get done with my survivors. I'm like, they're gonna die anyway. I don't even care.
How optimistic.
Optimist.
Anyway,
So that's what we've been playing this week.
Nick is Optimist Prime.
We do have
that's my nickname.
Nick
Optimist.
Optimus Prime.
Optimist.
And I can't say your last name.
Something.
Optimist Prime. That's a
Crap.
great name though. That's your rap name, dude. Optimist Prime.
Optimist Prime. All right,
yeah,
I'll
that's
take
pretty
it.
good.
Even though I can't rap, but I can try.
Lay down a beat, Canadian. Canadians are always good rappers. Notorious.
Canadians are pretty good rappers.
Yeah,
Notorious
Justin
rappers.
Bieber and
Yeah.
Nick is not a real Canadian.
Justin Bieber and
Yes, he is.
He's not from Canada. Wait, are you from Canada? No, I know your dad is, but
Let him lead on the lie.
what lie?
I can't.
Don't mimic me.
I can't because I actually live with a Canadian. And he'd be like, "You're not a real Canadian," and he said that to Nick. You're not a real Canadian.
Just like our friend Matt is not a real.
New Zealander.
He's not a
Zealander.
he's not an actual Kiwi.
He's sitting in this room.
He's a phony.
He's sitting. Our friend Matt has actually just been watching us the whole time, and he is from New Zealand.
he's
like,
a big fat phony.
He's in the
legitimately.
jerking off right now.
He calls like the trunk a boot and everything, but he has no accent.
Because he's a phony.
I guess so.
David, you know more about Matt. Is he a phony?
Okay, if we had to put Matt in 2 words, a phony.
A
A
phony.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's good.
2 words.
a phony.
And that perfectly surmises him.
I know, right? I bet if you stack those words on top of each other, they'd be as tall as Matt.
That's funny because Matt's really short.
It's funny because he's a midget.
Matt, can you get yourself legally declared a midget?
No.
Okay, that sucks.
No, well,
Then you can't enjoy any of the fun government benefits that come from that.
He's exactly 5 feet.
like, oh, I
Just
can't reach
missed
the
You're
top
exactly
shelf.
5. Okay, because like that would have been so awful. It's like I was 1 inch away from being a midget, and life had to fuck me over.
All right, I think it's time for a
I
special
think-
segment.
What special segment? Oh, we're bringing this back.
If you're gonna do that, back off the mic, brother.
Oh,
Oh God.
That's one way to
God.
eat your microphone.
I actually did stick the microphone into my tongue.
Okay.
Into your tongue?
Yeah.
So the
Oh.
special segment is the Drake Bell tweet of the week.
We don't have any noises.
don't
We
have
don't have
a
a
bell.
soundboard anymore.
We don't have a bell.
We don't have a we need to invest in a bell. Hey, if you're listening, send us a bell.
Send us a bell.
This is the Drake
We're not gonna message
Bell.
us first. We can't just give out our
this,
address.
This joke doesn't make sense without the bell, man. The
the
Drake,
Drake Bell, ding, tweet of the week.
Okay.
In unison.
This is actually not from Drake Bell.
Great way to start out the Drake Bell tweet of the week.
But he did repost it. He retweeted it, so I consider it a tweet by Drake Bell. This is by Seth Rogen, actually. And he says, all jokes aside, Justin Bieber is a piece of shit.
And that's the truth, kids.
And that's the Drake Bell tweet of the week.
Ding!
That's like the music.
I never thought that it'd be so simple, but I found a way. I found a way.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Oh my God. All right, let's actually talk about news.
This is
News.
comedy. This is comedy.
There actually was a little bit of news this past week, unlike the week before. Like 3 things happened. The first thing is that people actually analyzed what does come out of Kickstarter. And so it turns out that only about a third of the games actually get finished on time. Which, that, back in 2007 when Kickstarter first started, 5 games got funded. In 2013, 207 games got funded. So now when you have 1/3 of your games not actually ever being finished, 3% of them at least being canceled, does Kickstarter actually work? And a lot of projects have been put on hiatus, and a lot of projects have been canned because when you look at a Kickstarter, if it's coming from a reputable studio, like it's coming from Double Fine with their new game that just came out that is escaping my mind, that everyone funded the new point-and-click adventure game. When it's an experienced developer that knows what they're doing, their game has a strong chance of actually coming out, even if it does get delayed. But if you're funding some random indie projects, the statistics show that at least half of them do not make it. So,
But
this is like...
But the real question is, would those games have even existed if it weren't for Kickstarter? So is it like
What does
Kickstarter-
games have even existed if not for Kickstarter?
Was that?
That was the question.
That was the question?
What does games, if not existed, except for Kickstarter?
That's not what I said.
Okay. What did you say?
What is games?
I said, would those games?
Oh, would those
games
if not Kickstarter?
games
have
even
exist?
exist if Kickstarter didn't exist?
Yeah, in some capacity. I mean,
Because-
they wouldn't exist. They wouldn't exist, but we wouldn't have known about it, which
So
is even
it-
more
Because
sobering.
it's like, is it really a failure? Because it's making more money than it would have if there was no.
All they did was
Kickstarter.
literally take your money and then not finish the thing that you
Yeah,
paid money for.
Right.
Like
but
the
it's not like
Ouya.
Kickstarter's a failure company. It's like these were not going to happen anyway. You know what I mean?
No,
no,
that
it's
doesn't
like-
mean necessarily.
It's like we want to do this, but we don't have enough money
That's
to do
exactly
it.
right. If
that's
you're
what I'm
funding,
saying.
if you're going to say, "Oh, I have an idea, can you guys fund it?" Like you're saying, like this wouldn't exist unless we have money. That's why things don't happen.
Right.
Is because they don't have a game plan. People are like, "Oh shit, there's actually a lot more to this than I think."
So in the short, no, probably not, unless there was some
Would
other
they have
form
existed?
of way for
No,
them to get
but-
money.
No, they wouldn't. But you got to think about how many games are actually coming to fruition because of Kickstarter.
But that's like 1/3 of the games.
1/3 as opposed to 0. You know what I mean? Those games wouldn't have even.
We're not
existed.
saying that it's not a bad thing. I'm sure everyone here does love Kickstarter. There's a lot of great things that have happened
No, I
because of
think Kickstarter's a
Kickstarter.
For the
piece of
most
shit.
part.
Sponsor.
Oh God, no, you know everyone has funded a Kickstarter, so everyone knows about it. It's a successful thing. It's a good thing to happen, but also I think it's a lot more sobering now. You realize that not every game, you shouldn't fund every game you see on Kickstarter because it's probably not a good idea. It's probably not going to happen.
Probably not even a
You-
good game.
You
And
have
don't
like
fund
a 1 in
things-
3rd chance of actually getting that game.
Yeah, don't fund things that are just like that you think won't work because they probably won't happen. Give it to people you can trust. Give it to Double Fine. Give all of it to Double Fine. Are you Brandon fucking
Who-
Turner?
Who did?
Oh Jesus! Oh, I guess people knew his name beforehand, didn't they?
He's dead.
He's dead.
He died.
So
Yeah.
you can't burp into the microphone like
What did
that.
Double Fine work on?
Someone had to take
Brutal Legends, Psychonauts, like
Okay.
horrible games.
Awful. Just
I actually never played Brutal
Stacking.
you
Legend.
never played Psychonauts?
I didn't say that.
he
said I
said Brutal
never-
Legend.
Never played Brutal Legend.
You said those games.
I said Brutal Legend.
And then
Stacking,
okay.
Costume Quest, Trenched, or whatever that game ended up being called that I don't care because it was only on Xbox.
You know who is making a game?
Who's making a game?
One of our favorite bands.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Ooh.
I didn't ever see this in the news, but he saw this somewhere, so I'll take it with a grain of salt.
I was watching That Metal show and he announced it.
Who? What is going on?
M
Trent
Sh-
Reznor.
Do you
M
like Diablo?
Shadows.
Oh Jesus Christ.
M
It's
Shadows.
not gonna end well.
M Shadows
Okay.
of Avenged Sevenfold.
Avenged Sevenfold announced that they are making a game like Diablo. An
Oh.
Avenged Sevenfold Diablo.
No.
Oh.
No.
There was that.
Nope.
There was that one
Nope.
game, Skrillex Quest. You remember that game?
Yeah,
that game was awesome. Actually,
It was
that game
cool.
wasn't half bad.
It was cool, except that was done on the internet with like 5 minutes.
And it was Skrillex,
Not Avenged
not Avenged
Seven.
Sevenfold.
Both of them terrible their own ways, but yeah, I've never heard that news story until today. Avenged Sevenfold Diablo. Why can't you just play Diablo and then blast your own shitty music over it?
That's probably what's gonna happen.
Like, why? Why does it? Yeah, I hope it is.
They're just gonna
some
reskin
sort of like,
everything.
I
and
hope
then
every song
blast.
isn't made by Avenged Sevenfold.
My music's your nightmare.
And like every enemy is like some sort of stupid demon.
I don't know. That sounds awful.
Skull with wings.
Yeah, or a skull with bat wings.
I really love.
That's the end boss.
No, the end boss should be the band.
I love.
You should have to kill every member of that band.
That'd be pretty cool.
I love Buck Cherry.
Rest in peace,
God.
the Rev. Dude, a Buck Cherry
Rip.
Diablo would be something weird. You
Rip
just
in
collect
peace.
Papa
like
Roach.
Nickelback.
A Nickelback.
Oh Jesus!
Nickelback Diablo.
That'd be
actually that
awful.
wouldn't be half bad if they
Creed.
made it.
Creed.
Oh wait,
Diablo.
Nickelback. I thought you were talking about Linkin Park.
And
Linkin. Dude, a Nickelback Diablo would transcend the medium.
and the main character is Avril Lavigne.
Hot.
God, actually, that's not a bad idea.
And the soundtrack is just this song that Chad Kroeger from
Wrote
Nickelback.
with Avril Lavigne.
It's
Ugh.
just that on repeat through the whole game.
And then Miley Cyrus. Then just the intro to "We Can't Stop" by Miley Cyrus. The whole game. That's the only two.
I was thinking like
in that game.
I was thinking like the beginning of Inception, just wah through the
That's too
whole
good.
game. No, not
No.
the whole song.
That
just
would
the
be epic,
blah,
That's the end boss.
blah, through the whole thing.
That's Chad Kroger's music.
That would actually be pretty epic.
That'd be way too annoying.
I know that's the point.
No.
That mic sounds really good.
It does.
Okay.
It picks up really nice.
Yeah, thanks.
I like it.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
picking things up,
Yeah.
Microsoft actually bought the
Your
Gears of
mom.
War license.
Oh, so
They
that-
didn't buy my mom.
No, I was
Microsoft actually
picking up
bought
your
Gears of War, so that means it's no longer Epic Games' game. However, Epic has stated that they will continue to make games, so they're probably just going to do with it what they did with Halo, and that is rape it and rake it over a bunch of coals, make a series that nobody cares about anymore.
I feel like Epic already did that by making
Yeah.
Judgment.
Gears of War Judgment, I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
know.
I
It's
don't
just
want-
beating a dead
Why do we
horse at this
need a
point.
new Gears? Like
It's
they
like-
finished that story.
Well, it's like they released the third one and they're like, we're never making another Gears after this.
Ever again?
Well, they made a prequel, and that's understandable.
And then
but
like a year later they released a new one and it's like, what?
it wasn't them technically.
It was them.
No, it wasn't.
Who was it then?
It was People Can Fly, the people who made Bulletstorm.
Okay.
It was those guys. Now they got bought out by Epic Games. People Can Fly, but it wasn't Epic themselves. They had like another team work on that game.
It's just weird to
Separately.
me
That's
that
like
they said.
saying SimCity was made by Maxis and not EA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, it's made by Maxis.
It's
and
good. It's made by
published
Max.
EA.
Yeah.
But it's not made by Maxis because EA bought Maxis and Maxis is EA.
Right.
They're just like a thing that exists. They
It's
don't
just,
do
it's just a
anything.
lower.
Think
It's like
Microsoft
it's a
owns
smaller
Epic
branch.
though. I don't think Microsoft owns Epic.
That's
I think
not what we're
Epic just
talking
makes
about.
games for them.
No, Epic bought out the other company.
But People Can Fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
it
what
was
I'm
like a
talking-
small
I'm not
team.
talking
There was
about
like 20
Microsoft
people.
and Epic. I'm talking about Epic and whatever the hell.
But they're their own publisher, so it'd still be a People Can Fly game.
I don't. It's the weird thing is that they said there's not going to be another Gears of War ever again next year. Gears of War.
And it was a game that no one really cared about or bought. We talked about it on Punkcast Gaming, the poor sales of God of War, whatever.
Judgment.
Ascension. Ascent.
No, Judgment.
No, that's
Ascension.
it's Gears of War Judgment. God of War.
Ascension.
Yeah.
You said it right.
Oh.
You just said God of War and not Gears of War.
I thought
Gears of War.
Judgment.
Yeah, we're talking
Judgment.
about Gears of War.
God of War. Ascension.
Yes.
See, why would you release two games whose initials are GOW at the same time?
They were.
Go.
It was like the same month too that they got
They
released.
came out
came
the
out-
same month,
and they
Yeah.
didn't do
and
good.
none of them sold. So they need to stop. I think Microsoft just needs to fucking sit on that for a while
But
because no one gives a shit about
I
those
heard Adam
games.
Sessler really loved God of War.
I heard he had a really hard time about it.
It was funny because there was like
because
a
it
big
caused a bunch of
controversy.
controversy that never should have fucking happened, and I
Yeah.
think gamers are way too uptight.
Yeah.
So
I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
racial equality, guys. Thanks. making our games work.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm scrolling through everything. You were talking about Smite earlier.
Yeah.
27 million people play League of Legends every day.
That's insane.
27 million.
I don't play that game.
I haven't in months.
I play that game every once in a while. Yeah,
We should play together.
we should do it.
Not
you.
League of Legends though.
Oh,
Just a game.
oh.
I thought you were gonna say with your bodies.
Well, we
I mean,
already
we've
do
already
that.
done
Do
that,
what you
yeah.
want.
It
Do what you
happens
want
all
with
the
my
time.
body.
I was gonna go there, but then I'd be like, "Oh, we already do that."
Yeah.
So,
So I mean, we already knew.
Well, I guess the magic's gone between you two now.
no, it's
Not really.
still there.
It's there. Like once I'm
Like,
like,
I'm
you
to-
know,
I'm
pants
totally-
around my ankles. It kind of just like happens.
Actually, I'm jerking him off under the table right
yeah,
now.
you got
so.
me.
When you think about
I'm
this,
gonna go.
this is like
Freddie
4 times. This is a little bit more than 4 times the population of Phoenix, Arizona. That's a lot of
4
fucking people.
Wait, 4 times?
How many? What's the population of Phoenix? 6 million.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I'll
want
look
to
it
say.
up.
I want to say it's like 6 million.
All right.
6 to 7.
Anyway, that's a lot of people.
So yes, it's easily like the highest growth. That game makes so much money. Like
1.4 million people in Phoenix.
that's probably in like the small. That's like Phoenix, like the greater Phoenix area.
Yeah. Tucson has like 500,000.
Jeez.
New release population data
Arizona-
show Phoenix metro area population
Arizona-
surpassed 4.3 million.
So it's like it's 4.5 million people. We'll just say it's around 4.5 million
Population in Arizona is in 2012 was 6.5 million people.
people. That's
Okay.
everyone in Arizona.
Yes.
Okay. That's the entire state we live in.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's more than 4 times the amount of. That's more than 4 times the population of the state of Arizona. Play League of Legends every day.
Could you imagine just everybody in Arizona just playing League of Legends?
Apparently
all at one
they
time?
are. Apparently they are.
But I mean, like in one place, like a
Apparently
convention.
they are.
Apparently they are.
Apparently
they are.
Apparently they are. They're on Earth, aren't they?
Apparently
Fit
they
in your
are.
hand.
Earth does not fit in your hand.
Oh my
It
god,
doesn't
that's more
fit your
than
hand.
like it's almost yeah. So that's a lot of people playing League of Legends. That's a game that people care about. Games that people no longer care about that a ton of people used to play. EverQuest. Oh, David with the smirk. You probably played EverQuest, didn't you?
No.
You seem like the type of guy who would have played it.
He was more into RuneScape.
I never played EverQuest, just all the fucking time.
You did? You actually EverQuest 1 or 2?
One,
Jesus Christ, dude, that game's retro as hell now.
yeah.
The new EverQuest game, EverQuest Next, the game that doesn't have a level system, the game that has like 48 different classes and lets you build the world, coming
Piece
to
of
the
shit.
PlayStation 4.
No.
Coming to the PlayStation 4
I thought
very
it-
soon.
I thought it looked really good.
I thought it looked really good too. I thought it was a nice new take on the MMO.
What's wrong with it?
I just don't like it.
Oh, okay. Well,
EverQuest Next, coming to the PlayStation 4, bitch.
when is that?
Shut the fuck up.
Is
They're
that just
looking to do
announced?
it in May.
May. That's not too far away.
No, that's exactly what the PS4 needs too.
Oh, good. That's toward my birthday. Now you guys know what to get me.
A
I thought you just didn't
PS4.
want it.
I meant a PS4.
Oh, okay.
That way, you can get me the PS4 and then the EverQuest game. That's why it's shit right now to me. Is because I don't have a PS4 to play it on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of other
Anyway.
games, Sony Online Entertainment is doing SOE. The-
SOE.
Yes, SOE, Sony
Oh,
Online
okay, yeah.
Entertainment. They make MMOs. They make DC
Yeah,
Universe
I got you.
Online.
I
Yeah,
got you.
okay.
I just didn't know what.
Well, they're shutting down some games.
Which ones?
Not PlanetSide, thank God. Not EverQuest, thank God. We'll go in order of like significance. Vanguard Saga of Heroes, that's gone. That game's like 8 years old.
I've played that.
That game's, I think, was 2007.
Mhm.
They're shutting that down. Star Wars Clone Wars Adventures,
No.
shutting that one down.
What?
Wizardry Online, which isn't that big a deal over here, but in Japan, that's a major fucking deal. They love Wizardry. And probably the biggest shocker here, they're closing down Free Realms by the end of the
Really?
year. Yeah, the first MMO ever made for kids. They're shutting that down, other than like Toontown. They are shutting down Free Realms.
Toontown is not for kids. I play it every day.
You know what's crazy? Toontown no longer exists.
Is that true?
That game's gone.
Wow.
You cannot play Toontown anymore.
What happened to like Wizard 101?
Is it because Disney Infinity?
I don't know. It got really big.
Yeah, I remember that it had like TV commercials and everything, and then you just don't hear about it anymore.
Knew about that game before it's famous.
I'd like to kill you.
Yeah. Hey, Giant Bomb talked about like, hey, my buddies are making an MMO wizard game called Wizard 101 like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm like, I might as well check that out. Like, it's in beta. Sign up. Okay. Two more things for Sony here. Sony touting the slimmest launch in history soon. I don't know what that means. They've said it's by the end of the month. The end of the month's like 4 fucking days away, so I don't know what they're planning to do. But it's called the slimmest launch in history. And I don't think it's a PS4 Slim. We don't need to worry about it too hard. But I do think it's the new Vita, which was only available in Japan for a while. It has a smaller display. They changed the OLED to an LCD to make it more affordable. However, the OLED screen is amazing, and I think they should have kept that instead of making it an LCD screen.
Yeah.
But I think they're bringing that to North America, and I think that's what they're going to do.
So it's already out in Japan?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a smaller Vita.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you should look it up.
I
But-
probably will.
Yeah, they said it's going to happen by the end of the month. The end of the month it's the 27th today.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
So they have like 4 days to try and do this. Whatever. We might see a new Vita soon. I really hope they actually start talking about the Vita. I hope they announce like a PS4 Vita bundle and get people excited for the Vita because
I'd
they
buy
really
it.
need to. Yeah,
I need both, so that'd be great.
they need people to start picking up those. So
I thought there was already a PS4 Vita bundle.
not that I know of. It probably
I-
exists somewhere.
I'm pretty sure there is because my roommate was looking at one of those.
Probably exists. I think like Amazon had a listing for them a while ago, but I don't know what actually happened to that bundle. So I don't think it's like real. I think it's like an Amazon thing they did. But
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's. Yeah.
so yeah,
First story I see. The first PS4 Vita bundle isn't that great.
oh Jesus,
That's not good.
yeah. Oh well, probably doesn't come with much.
It probably comes with a PS4 and a Vita.
Yeah,
And
probably.
you're like, where's my games?
And my
There are
controller.
so that
games.
person just felt like horribly
There are no games for either system.
not right
All
now.
right. I'm looking at it right now. It is significantly smaller, and the screen doesn't look as bright.
Which is a shame. That OLED screen is a beautiful piece of art.
It's practically the same thing, though. Like triggers, and it's got everything on it. It's just smaller.
The final thing related to Sony news, The Last of Us, and we're going to talk about this game until like they kill us,
Until we die.
until we die,
Until it's down to just The Last of Us.
until it's the PS4, and then The Last of Us no longer matters.
or until The Last of Us 2 comes out.
The Last of Us new DLC that's coming out. That's about Ellie and her friend. During the beginning of the breakout, Last of Us Left Behind is going to be the only story DLC for that game. Everything else will be multiplayer. Nothing else will come out about the story, at least until like Last of Us 2.
Me and Brad were
That's
talking
fine
about
with
this.
me.
Yeah, me and Brad were talking about this a little bit earlier, and I was like, I don't have a problem with that
I don't either.
because I'm happy that they're just releasing a DLC at all. I didn't think it'd come. I thought it would just be multiplayer, so I'm really excited.
I think it's going to be good, and I think that the less DLC this game has, the better. Because I just
then they won't
think,
be forcing it, you know.
yeah, I just think DLC is just too much. It's like,
Oh, that takes me back into what I've actually been playing. I remember this now. Speaking of DLC,
30 minutes
DLC
later.
quest.
45 minutes into this, 32 minutes and 47 seconds later, I
Just
remember
guessing.
what I was playing.
just guessing.
The other game I played this week, Mass Effect.
Oh, God.
Speaking of DLC, I've been playing through Mass Effect again. The first one
But that had some free DLC.
with my
which is
roommate.
okay.
Oh, is
So-
that gay game?
Yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, so that's actually what I've been playing, and some of that Mass Effect 3 DLC.
Now on to real news.
Now on to real news. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Final Fantasy 14 is coming to the PlayStation 4. No one's. I don't think that's ever going to catch on. I know one person that plays Final Fantasy 14.
Isn't that subscription based?
Yes, it's an MMO.
I'd rather not play it if it's subscription based.
I know.
I'm buying a game.
Yeah, I play
That's-
WoW.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
I know
that's
you
not
don't actually play
subscription-based.
WoW, but
Yeah, that's my subscription based.
Yeah?
if you
having a
go back,
stroke?
people on the internet, if you can dig up some old videos, there was this MMO that Nick and I played motherfucking nonstop. And it's the most shameful MMO you could be
Oh.
playing. It's called Scarlet Blade.
That
Yeah.
game is so.
I
that
highly
game-
suggest you play Scarlet Blade.
We
That
need-
game is so good.
We
There-
need gameplay on our channel. of
That
us
game
playing this
is
game.
so wrong in all the right ways.
Did you know they added another character?
No way!
It's a male character.
No. Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
Yes, way.
Does he
What?
Have, does he have huge tits?
Yes.
The whole point of this game, people who are unaware, Scarlet Blade is a free-to-play MMO that is heavily microtransaction based, where the whole point of the game is that you are a large-breasted anime girl with the ability to ride around on a light bike and have your pet robot with you as you fight high fantasy creatures.
Yeah. it's
You also eventually gain the ability to pilot a mech.
Yep.
So, large-breasted women in mechs with robot pets traveling across a high fantasy plane is actually a very fun MMO. It's still a pretty shitty MMO, but
The one thing that separates it from all the others that I know of, I don't play very many MMOs, but the auto travel.
the auto travel is very nice in that game. There are other games that do have auto travel, but
I haven't played 'em.
everything the auto travel is very nice in Scarlet Blade. So you can just click on the name, go and get yourself a snack, and then come back, or do something stupid. But yeah, you should play Scarlet Blade, and maybe one day, you know what? If you actually like us, send us a message and we'll play with you. We're dead serious.
Yep.
We're lonely people.
We're
So-
lonely and we don't have anything to do.
So Final Fantasy 14, Game of the Year. On the Xbox
okay.
side, we do have a little bit of Xbox news.
Let's hear it.
The Titanfall beta
Okay.
coming in like 2 weeks, February 14th.
I want to play it. Does anybody have an Xbox?
No,
What's an Xbox?
nobody has an Xbox One.
PC.
Yeah,
Okay,
I would just play it
master
on the
race.
the PSC.
I like controllers and my computer's not
The
good.
PlayStation.
Well, that's why you get a
computer.
USB controller.
computer.
I don't have a good enough computer.
That just sucks for you.
It does.
It does.
That does suck for you. And Neil Blomkamp, the guy who directed District 9 and Elysium.
Oh, okay.
If you remember, back when they first announced the Xbox One sports, and we're doing a live-action Halo with Steven Spielberg.
Sports.
That
Water
live-action
cooler.
Halo TV show with Steven Spielberg, the first episode is going to be directed by Neil Blomkamp, and that's going to be awesome. I don't even really care about Halo anymore. That show, I'm going to watch it just because it's going to have so much talent behind it. Well,
It might. He does good like alien stuff.
he does.
I like the way he does all of his alien crap.
There is weird. I had to throw this on the news segment just because we tore through our news. The final piece of news is that back when Minecraft first started, there's a way to make the world and the game crash. If you kept walking to one end of the map, the code in that game would just basically self-destruct and overwrite itself. And so there's the end of the world. At the edge of the Minecraft map, some guy has been trying to walk to the edge of the world for 3 years and hasn't made it.
I thought people already did, but like the game just messes up and there's like giant holes in the ground and
Yeah, well, if you know of
Like
it, then
game-
good for you.
like the game just glitches. And
I
crap.
think, maybe they teleported there, but this guy's actually going to walk to it
Oh, I don't know.
He's been walking
for 3 years to try and get to the end of the world.
3 years.
Yes.
He's just got his down.
He probably doesn't because it's like the end of the world is 15,000 square kilometers away from the center, but he's only walked 700.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I don't think he actually has been trying very hard, but there is the end of the world, and this man will walk to it.
He's like Forrest
if it-
Gump.
What if it's not actually like an end? It'll just loop around and he'll walk by his house again. What if it turns into...
We shouldn't have. There should have just been silence there for a long time.
Oh my
We should have
God.
made people just think like, "What the fuck
Yeah,
just
what,
happened?"
What if Minecraft is like Earth?
Earth, yeah, exactly.
But we don't know. Notch.
Oh, we totally do.
Notch, you bastard.
No, Pokemon is also Earth.
Pokemon is Earth? I wish.
Yes, Pokemon is Earth.
Yeah. Only Earth has that many islands.
What? What?
That was deep, dude. Only Earth is that many islands.
They're always on a different island, yet they're in Japan. I don't know.
No, they're not always in Japan. Gold and Silver, they were in Japan.
They're like right off Japan.
Ruby and Sapphire, they're probably in Japan. No, in Black and White, they were in the United States. And in X and Y, they're in
They're in
France.
France, yeah.
Yeah, there is the Eiffel Tower in that
But it's
game.
an island in France.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
live on an
because-
island.
Yeah, you go.
An island by the sea.
There's shit and balls and stuff.
There is balls.
Shit and balls?
Dude, Pokemon's
Yeah.
all about the balls.
Come on, Misty. She loves balls.
Misty does. I don't think she actually loves
Do we have a
balls.
release calendar?
Oh, dude, I didn't even bother to look up what's
Oh
coming
my
out this week.
goodness.
There's nothing coming out.
There's what about like the definitive edition?
That came out last.
Came out
Dragon
last
Ball
week.
came out last week. Tomb Raider came out last week. There's nothing coming out this week. Yes,
Dragon Ball did not come out last week.
yes, it did. It came
No, it
out
didn't.
last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday we talked about
Just
it.
We
still
talked about it
waiting
on the
for it.
show.
We talked
It came
about
out on like the 22nd.
Me and
Came out-
Matt haven't gone to get that game yet because it hasn't been out.
No, it's
It's out.
It came out last Tuesday.
It's out, Matt. You can go buy that game.
Son of a bitch.
You can look this up.
I've been waiting for this game for how long?
Yeah, and it came out last Tuesday. And if you buy it, you got to go to Brad's house so we can all play it.
Hey.
So is that the end of the show?
I guess that's the end of the show because I actually forgot to type up a release calendar.
Well, I've got a special musical number for you guys.
All right. We're cutting the show off early. You don't need to know the releases for the week. You can go online and look that up.
He's got hers,
Hopefully we don't get pulled off YouTube for
She's-
this.
Oh, we will.
got she.
This song
He's
is
got
really
he and we
speaks to me.
got them. We is them too when we go there. Well, no, I don't know.
All right, so that's a Reggie Watts send off by Reggie Watts. You can check it out on Reggie Watts' Why Shit So Crazy, now available on Netflix. Your number one TV streamer. We're not sponsored by Netflix, but Netflix, if you'd give us a call.
It helped.
So let this episode end a little bit early, but hey, this is what we needed. Jake has to go move.
Yeah, I got to go move. Hey, guys, check us out on Facebook.com. Facebook.com/DeosManCave.
And check us
Give
out
us-
on
Give
YouTube.
us a like. Check us out on YouTube on YouTube.com/DeosManCave.
Don't forget to like the video, comment the video, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one.
And don't forget our sponsors.
Or no one.
Me.
Us, pretty much. You know what game looks really good? Nidhogg.
That game looks sweet. I've heard a lot of great things about Nidhogg.
I'd really like to play that.
So yeah, that was Monday.
All right.
That was Monday the 27th. Thanks for listening, everyone. This was the Deos Man Cave, the show where we talk about Deos, men, caves, and gaming, but mostly caves. See you next week.
I've been in love so many times before. It's hard to count, and when I fall in love again, I won't know if it's really love, 'cause I can't remember what it was the first time that I fell in love. 'Cause it's a construct of a memory, it's a construct of memory, but it's a feeling nonetheless, and I've got to respect that in the process. And everyone knows, everyone feels inside.
I have a secret to tell everyone that's listening. We're actually going to have to cut this onto the end of the YouTube video. We have a buddy named John. I don't know if you ever listened to Punk Ass Gaming, but he was my friend who went to Japan. Very soon, we're going to have a very own sort of special segment. It's called John's Tales from the Orient, where he talks about Japan, Japanese gaming, so what's going on in being a Japanese exchange student and all that jazz. It is a little bit hard to record, seeing as how the time zones are pretty different, but yeah. So look forward to that. Hopefully we'll get you on here soon, John. See y'all soon.
When I wanna take a taxi, when I wanna take a taxi.
Don't forget, we've got other videos.
Say like I don't really care, 'cause it's cold outside. The taxi drives on by and I'll say you're a racist, but then